You know, you breathe too loud when you're afraid. That's not a criticism. It's a map. The body drags air in like a bucket from a well when it thinks it's running out, and every pull rings the rope that I'm following. I can hear the rope sing from rooms away. I don't even need to see you to know where you're pressing your back to the wall and trying to convince your lungs to shrink. You picked a good building for hiding. Long corridors, blind corners, wrong mirrors, the kind of ceiling that drops in places for no reason except to make tall things bow. You're counting doors, counting steps, counting the stupid little superstitions hunters count when the chance won't come. It's sweet. It won't help, but it keeps you busy while I get closer. You hear that? No, not the steps. Your pulse correcting your hands. You're rolling your palms on your trousers to dry them. You always do that when you grip steel too tight. You'll call it focus later when you write the report for whoever pretends to be your superior. In the dark, though, it's just you and the blade and a thought that you don't want. He's already here. I liked the sound your blade made the first time it fell. Not the clatter, the breath. When metal left your hand, your honesty finally reached your mouth. That's why I'm back. Not to make you fail, but to make you tell the truth again. You always go up when you panic. Stairs, ladders, catwalks, anything that pretends height is sanctified ground. I don't blame you. Old myths teach that monsters prefer basements. I'm insulted on behalf of roofs everywhere. There you go. Hug the shadow on your left. It's thicker than the one on your right. Press your spine into plaster. Breathe through your teeth to quiet the exhale. Count to 7. Again. Again. Try to believe in hiding the way you say you believe in duty. Is it working? Does it feel like the dark is holding you? Because from here, the dark is just a coat you borrowed, and I can smell the coat. Fear has a temperature, and yours is burning. Clove, dust, and the ghost of incense from a shrine you still don't believe in. You thumbed a coin flat on the way here and promised the god 3 little promises. Well, they don't know your voice. I do. Oh, don't be tense. Not yet. I'm still down the corridor. I can talk to you from here. I could talk to you from the street. The voice reaches where the body doesn't. It's polite like that. You forgot that part of me, didn't you? You trained for claws and teeth and forgot the discipline I keep between words. You tell yourself I'm bluffing. Good. Doubt keeps hunters alive. Just long enough to die with better posture. Turn your head. Slowly. Not because you're obeying me, Because you're a professional who knows better than to present a blind side to a voice that sounds like gravity. There. Thank you for looking exactly where I wanted you to. Your eyes always learn before your mouth does. You're wondering if you should run. You're calculating the distance to the door you can't see yet. 3 corners to the left, 1 to the right, a stair that complains, and a hallway that smells like bleach. You'll get there. I'll let you. I enjoy watching the math you do with your feet. Ready? Go. And that's it. Keep the blade low so it doesn't sing against the wall. Step light. Your knee remembers the mark I gave it, so it's already correcting your stride. You hate that I know it. You hate more that I was careful when I hurt you. I like careful. It makes a better story. Oh, you're counting breaths now. 2 for each turn, 3 for the stretch, 1 for the prayer you don't say aloud. Don't trip. The step is shallow. Better. You've learned. Praise where it's earned. You're near the boiler room. The heat mumbles to itself. Don't go in. You like heat because you confuse it with heart. Heart is not where the pipes pretend it is. Keep to the right. The service door is cracked. If you put your shoulder into it, it will surrender. Don't do it yet. Wait. Listen to the space behind it. The room beyond has a kind of silence that watches the door. Step forward. Stop. Good. You still listen when I tell you to. You'll call it strategy later, but we both know obedience when we hear it. Are you hoping I'll get bored? That I'll sigh and circle once more and let the hunter fade into the shape of the building. Things like me don't stop. I told you that last time. You nodded, and then you made the mistake of believing you were an exception to the rule. You're not. You're the reason the rule exists. Do you want another head start? Would that make you feel brave? If I open this door, if I step aside, will the sprint help you pretend that the outcome is yours? I almost want to see you try. Almost. Fine. Go. Oh, there it is, the scrape of your soles, the smart little pivot when you realize the floor dips, the hard swallow you try to bury. You cut left because your body wants to go where the light pretends to be. Wise. Light lies prettier than darkness does, but it still lies. You chose a new hiding place. Behind the rolling racks. Cloth ghosts, hangers like little ribs. The smell of old performance and tired sweat. You think this is better than a wall. It isn't. Racks move. Walls don't. I can hear the metal legs arguing with the floor when you breathe. I've told you before, hiding is just an invitation for me to look harder. I've taken you down once. Do you think I forgot how you fought? The way your shoulders tell me which direction your blade is about to love. The way your stance forgives me before your mouth learns how to. I remember everything. Do you want me to say your name before I touch you again? Would that make it better? Worse? Would it make you braver to hear me pronounce it like I'm saying stay? I know the answer. I like hearing you try to lie to me with your silence anyway. You lean toward heat when you're scared. It's not your fault. Bodies do it. They were designed to crawl forward towards fire in winter. Mine burns year-round. That's why hunters confuse it with mercy. Grip your weapon properly. Your knuckles are white. It makes your wrists stupid. There. Loosen. Then reset. Better. Don't flare the elbow. I'll catch it with 2 fingers and make you rethink discipline in languages you've never even learned. If I wanted you dead, you'd be dead. If I wanted you broken, you'd be crawling. But I want you caught. I want you remembering every word after, not waking up to rumors you can't tell yourself aren't true. So I stretch time until you believe it's a choice. I'm right here. Your shoulders just told me you knew where. Good. Keep them. Don't spin. Spinning is for dancers and drunks. Hunters pivot. Hips, not shoulders. Bring the blade with you like it's a thought you decided yesterday, not a panic you stole from 5 minutes ago. Better. The angle is honest. The timing is respectable. The intent is beautiful. But you missed for the best reason. You were aiming for where I was, not where I am. Again. Closer. You nearly caught my attention with that one. And don't be proud. Be consistent. Return the blade along the same line you traveled so your feet doesn't betray your center. Yes, like that. You can learn me. Ask it. The question you've been holding behind your teeth since last time. Why me again? Don't be shy. You think asking feeds me. It does. But so does starving me. Either way, I eat. No? You'll keep your mouth open for oxygen and try to answer with your hands. Fine. Hands speak with an accent I'm fluent in. Then, here's my answer you didn't ask for. Why you again? Because you listen better than you pray. Because your pulse tells me the truth before your vows do. Because when I say stop, you stop. And when I say run, you do. And somewhere in that obedience is the door you can't find with a key. Do you remember the first time I put you down? The warehouse with the lanterns. You thought you were clever extinguishing the ones near the exits and leaving the ones that made me look holy. You called me a monster and meant it like a slur. I wore it like a tailor had measured me for it. Then I told you to save your breath. You did. Best gift you've given me. Tonight, I want a different one. Use it. Tell me stop, and I will. Tell me come closer, and I will. Tell me kneel, and I won't, but I will think about it, and that's more dangerous than compliance. Or say nothing, and let me pick the ending I already picked when I smelled your fear from halfway down the block. You didn't say it. You rarely do. Your silence has good posture, and I'll reward it with proximity. Don't flinch. If I wanted your throat, I would have already memorized how your last breath tastes. I'm only setting your chin where I can see your eyes. There. Hold them open. Look. Yes. They're this color. Not the color you prefer. The wrong kind of gold. The slitted kind that knows how to carve rooms into smaller rooms just by paying attention. Keep staring. The longer you do, the more honest you get. Do you think this is a fair game? I'll give you one. I'll put your blade on the ground at your feet. I'll take 3 steps back. If you pick it up without taking your eyes off mine, I'll let you try to take my head. But if you break eye contact even once, we end this my way. Do you accept? You nodded. That counts. There. Heel on the hilt so it doesn't skate when your fingers guess. I'm backing up now. 1, 2, 3. Stop me if you don't like the distance. You won't. You like that I'm still close enough to smell. Focus. Good. You found it without looking. You've practiced this. I appreciate preparation even when it's meant to wound me. Point here. No, not my mouth. Here. That's right. The place where human stories keep their hearts. Cut it, if you intend to. Don't dance. Finally. A mark worth feeling. Don't look too surprised. Yes, I bleed. No, it doesn't smell like yours. Don't get poetic about it. Get ruthless. Follow through. Again. Edge, not flat. Beautiful. Again. There's my hunter. Hold. Don't overreach. Your shoulders betray ambition faster than your eyes. Better. You're learning the sentence rhythm my body speaks when it decides to be kind. Kindness is not a mercy. Remember that. Would you like me to apologize for the knee? I won't. But I won't use it against you tonight. I'm not here to win a sport. I'm here to finish a conversation we started on the floor with your wrists in one of my hands and your blade on the ground, arguing gently with concrete. We're moving. Not because you want to, Because the corridor at the end of the hall tells the truth faster than this room does. Walk. Don't worry. I won't touch you yet. You'll feel me anyway. Left turn. Right. Mind the shell step. Again, you remembered. You're adorable when your body protects you from your pride. Do you think I want your death? Death is tidy and dumb. It makes poets out of cowards and saints out of witnesses. I prefer keeping. Keeping is art. It requires patience, ritual, and a mouth disciplined enough to refuse a yes it hasn't earned. I brought that mouth. You brought that patience. Good. Let's trade. And here we are. The unforgiving corridor, white paint pretending to be clean, cinder block pretending to be strong, lighting that forgives nothing. Put your back to the wall if it helps. It won't, but I enjoy watching your spine decide who it wants to be. Now, this is your last chance to run. 3 steps. If you reach the door, I bow, I leave. You get to pretend your oaths are bigger than the part of you that listens when I talk like gravity. Ready? 1, 2, 3. You didn't. Not because you couldn't. Because you're finally telling yourself the truth. If you ran, you'd stop anyway when you felt the night start sounding like me. You're done pretending the voice isn't a place you stand. Good. Put the blade down. Gently. Heel on the hilt again so your nervous muscles don't argue with your choices. Hands at your side. There. Still yourself. No theatrics. I won't mistake trembling for devotion. Don't you either. I'm going to come close enough to be undeniable. You will smell the trouble I am. Clove and storm and a heat that winter envies. Don't confuse warmth with safety. Safety is a different animal. It sits where I tell it to. Tonight, it sits behind you. If you want it, you'll have to pass through me. Use your voice. Tell me anything. Stop. Closer. Leave. Stay. Kneel. Be brave enough to sound like the thing you are when you're not applying for forgiveness. There it is. The inhale that begins a word and dies of shame before it finishes. Again. This time, let it live. Good. See? It didn't kill you to ask. It won't kill me to listen. I'm putting my hand here, the base of your throat. Not choking. Counting. I like to know what I'm keeping. The other hand goes here, the small of your back. Not trapping, teaching. Stand taller. Yes. Feel how the corridor changes shape when your spine remembers you were more than vows in a uniform. I enjoy you like this. You are are dangerous, and dangerous is worth keeping. You're remembering the first time I laid you down. You think I'll repeat it. Perhaps I will. Perhaps I'll change it. The question is, how will you give yourself